Right, guys, welcome to this live stream between Scotland and England. We've missed the first 11 minutes of this game. There is currently an injury break to one of the England players. So England looking very dangerous early on in this game. Sam Simmons really causing a lot of problems for the Scotland team at the moment. But we've had 11 minutes, 18 seconds. We will continue this game, I think, with a penalty to England or a line up to Scotland. We'll just see what the outcome of that one will be. It is going to be a line out to Scotland, so the throw in is going to come here for them, and it's going to be George Turner to throw this ball into the line out. 5 meters from their own try line is Scotland now. Over the top they go, and it's beautifully picked there by Bradbury for Scotland now. Ali Price with a kick downfield, and he's going to find touch. Beautiful kick from him, and finds touch right on halfway for Scotland. It's going to be a throw in here to England now, and yeah, it's going to be a strong contested game here between the two sides. Let's just quickly run through the teams for those of you who have missed it. So Stuart Hawke, Darcy Grant, Chris Harris, Sam Johnson, Duan van der Merwe, Finn Russell, and Ali Price in the back line for Scotland. And then forwards, Matt Ferguson, Hamish Watson, Jamie Ritchie, Grant Gilchrist, Johnny Gray, Sander Ferguson, George Turner, and Rory Sutherland. Then for the English side, Freddie Stewart, Max Mullins, Elliot Daly, Henry Slade, Joe Martian, Marcus Smith, and Ben Youngs. Forwards, Sam Simmons, Tom Curry, Lewis Lutlam, and then Nick Isikwe, Maro Itoje, Sinclair, Cowan Dickey, and Ellis Jenge. So that is the team lineups for them then. And the lineup taken by Scotland this time, or by England. They're making some headway there. And on the attack, they go with a driving maul. Good work here from Luke Cowan Dickey at the back of the small. Over halfway they go. Now the maul goes down. Will it be a penalty point? No, says the referee. Taken in by Sam Simmons. Just over halfway. Quick ball needed now for England. But knowing the Six Nations, they'll try and slow it down as possible. Ben Youngs with the box kick over the top. Max Mullins chasing this one down. And beautifully taken by Duan van der Merwe, right on the 22-meter line here. And a chance now as they get it out to Hamish Watson now. Driven back in the tackle under pressure, Scotland. We've had 13 minutes in this game now. Finn Russell with the kick downfield. And he's not going to find touch into the hands of Freddie Stewart. Freddie Stewart going up high, chasing his own kick. Looking to get that ball. He will get it back for England. Well done, Freddie Stewart. Now it's Ben Youngs. Gets it out to Marcus Smith, looking for a bit of distance here into the hands of Stuart Hawke, who's going to kick it downfield again. Not going to find touch. Oh, he is going to find touch. Brilliant touch finder. 5 meters out from the 22 of England. So great kick there from him as Scotland gets out of trouble there. Replacement scrum off on for Scotland is Ben White, who's on the field for a head assessment test on Ali Price. So here's the bench for them. Stuart McAnally, Piers Kuman, Pierre Sam Skinner, Magnus Bradbury, Ben White, Blair Kinghorn, and Sione Tuipolotto. Right, throw in coming now for England as Luke Cowan Dickey throws this ball in. To the front it goes and collected by England. And now Ben Youngs is going to go with the box kick over the top. Chase coming from Sam Simmons. Beautifully taken again by Duan van der Merwe. And he's bundled into touch. Quick throw in here from England. Will they play it? No. It's going to be a penalty against Scotland. We're coming back for, is it Charlestown, says Bryce Lawrence. Or no, not Ben O'Keefe, sorry. No, definitely not Bryce Lawrence. So Ben O'Keefe brings them back for a penalty to England, just 5 meters outside of their own 22, as Freddie Stewart will look to find touch here for England. And he finds touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Scotland's half. Right, we've had about 15 minutes in this game, guys. And no score yet, as we're expecting a low-scoring game between these two sides. Luke Cowan-Dickey to throw this ball into the line-out for them. Taken there beautifully by England now. Tom Curry off the back here, making a bit of headway for England now between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Now Ben Youngs gets it out to Isikwe. Isikwe is making good ground there for them. Still England's got possession now, pick up and go, but a little bit isolated. And this could be a penalty to Scotland. No, it's going to come back to England's side. Penalty to England instead there, as the referee pinned him again for offside. So England with the first opportunity for points in this one, as Marcus Smith lines it up in the middle of the field between the 10 and the 22. And a good run there from the number 6 of England. Making good ways, Lewis Lutlam. So England with the chance to get the first points on the board here after about 16 minutes of play in this game. Stormers beating the Sharks in the game just before here. What a victory, 20 points to 10 it was. So the Stormers getting their campaign going beautifully as well. Johannes Payne says, come on, Scotland. And then Rian Slubbert says, I think Scotland is going to take this one. So Marcus Smith's kick has gone over. England take the lead after about 17 minutes of play in this game. And it's England 3, Scotland 0. Good opportunity taken there by Marcus Smith. It looked for a second as it was going to drift to the right of the post, but he does get it, and the face expression says it all. Right, restart taken, and Lutlam has taken it in for them. Maro Itoje just securing Ben Youngs at the back here. He's going to go with the box kick over the top now, and that's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside England's half. A chance now for Scotland. George Turner throws it in quickly. Now here they come now. Finn Russell through the hands to Sam Johnson. Good tackle from Tom Curry. Now White out it goes to Stuart Hawke. Gets the pass out beautifully. And it's in the gap here for Scotland over the 22. Still going. Try time to Scotland. It's Ben White who gets the try. Brilliant work from them. And a great breakaway there from the right winger of Scotland. It was Darcy Graham into the gap. And what a try from Scotland early on in this one. Beautiful gap. And Scotland looking dangerous now. Brilliant try to Ben White. The replacement scrum off for Scotland. As Ali Price is still going for a head assessment test. But what a try for Ben White. As Scotland takes the lead for the first time in this game. Well, what a pass out to Darcy Graham into space. Weak defense from England, and then a pop pass back inside to Ben White. Brilliant stuff. Stuart Hawke's pass to Darcy Graham. Absolutely brilliant. Joe Marchant, not a good tackle from him, allowing the offload inside to Ben White. Try time to Scotland, and a dream start for them. Johannes Payne says, Yebo Baba. Rian Slower says, there we go. So 5 points to 3. It is Scotland leading England now. 5 points to 3. Finn Russell with a conversion attempt, and he makes no mistake with it as Scotland take the lead 7 points to 3 after 19 minutes. So the first quarter of this game nearly over now. 7 points to 3, Scotland leading England, and a great first try for them. Well done to them for getting that. Oh, Stuart Hawke makes a mess of the kickoff, and it's a knock-on advantage to England now. Here comes England, a little kick ahead from Luke Cowan-Dickey. The hooker made the kick, but it's Finn Russell who gets back for it, and it will be, I think, a goal line dropout here for Scotland. Well. Intense moments there as Luke Cowan-Dickey, the hooker, nearly made a really great kick there. But what a tackle from Elliot Daly on the fullback Stuart Hawke. So the goal line dropout is a sloppy one. It's collected by Ben Youngs now. Gets it out to Sam Simmons, who goes on the run here. Makes good headway between the 10 and the 22. Now Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith out to Joe Martian. Good tackle from Darcy Graham there. Gets it out. Sinclair back inside to Maro Doge. England now will be looking to get back into this one. Now Ben Young's back. It comes now. Freddie Stewart. Or Henry Slate getting the offload there. But great defense from Scotland. Ben Youngs again now. Marcus Smith gets the pass away to Isikwe. And a penalty goes against England. They're holding on the ground. And that is a bad mistake from them as well. So it is going to be a penalty to Scotland between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Johannes Payne says score will be 20-10 in Scotland's favour. Just hitting back at me again. There is Johannes Payne. I'll take it on the chin. I don't mind. Right, so let's get a poll up here quickly. Who's going to win this game? Who will win this game? Will it be England? Will it be Scotland? The kick goes into touch. A beautiful kick from Scotland. Finds touch inside the 22 of England. So another chance now for Scotland as they're really piling on the pressure on England right now. So there you go, guys. You can go ahead and vote now as you can now vote. Sharkbrain says people forgetting about Marcus Smith. That kid is a special breed. Absolutely. Here comes the driving ball now from Scotland on the 22-meter line. Will they get this ball out? Ben White waiting for it. He is going to get his hands on it now. And waiting now, getting it. Ben White gets it out to Xander Faderson. Just short of the 22 turnover ball here for England. They've got to overlap, a massive overlap. But Henry Slate decides to kick it downfield. And that ball is going to roll 5 meters from the try line. Stuart Hawke kicks, but it's charged down. And into touch it goes, luckily for Scotland. It's going to be a Scotland line out about 10 meters out from their own try line. Well, it could have gone either way. He didn't have an angle to kick it, really. And a charge down from Joe Martian. Just into touch there for them. So lucky for Scotland on that occasion. 10 meters out from their own try line. They've got the line out throw. George Sterner to throw this one in. Finds Johnny Gray. And well done. Now still going forward is Fagerson, but he's lost the ball. And a penalty goes against England there. So Scotland again surviving this onslaught from England. So discipline seems to be lacking from England at the moment. Sharkbrain says Wales got totally destroyed by Ireland. And I expected that to happen, really, because Ireland is a special team. Like I said, my team of the year last year, as there's just some attention to Johnny Gray at the moment. Now they kick it downfield, and Finn Russell is going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Good work from Scotland so far, getting that opening try, and what a try it was. George Sterner now to throw this ball in for Scotland on the 10-meter line inside their own half. As Ali Price comes back on, Ben White just came on to score his try. So on comes the experience of Ali Price again. Right, throw-in coming now for George Sterner here for Scotland. This is going to be a brutal game, I'm sure of it. The throw-in goes to Jamie Ritchie, but he's bundled into touch. So that movement not going to work for him, as it's a line out to England. Right, throw-in going to come from Luke Cowan-Dickey now for England. So let's see what they decide to do from here. Big discussion from the England side at the moment. Still 7 points to 3. Still 15 minutes to go in this first half here. As Luke Cowan-Dickey will throw this ball in. finds his jumper. Now Ezekwe gets Ben Young. Now Henry Slade straightening the line, gets double tackled just short of the 10-meter line now. Ben Young's back. It comes to Tom Curry. Puts his head down. Ben Young still waiting for this one. Gets it back now. Here's a chance for Tom Curry to attack again. Up over the 10-meter line he goes. Now Ben Young's with a little box kick over the top. And the bounce of that ball for Duan van der Merwe is a good one. He's going to try and run this out from his own 22 now. Look at Duan go. Stops him right in the middle of the field on the 22-meter line now. Ali Price gets it out to Finn Russell. Kicks it straight down the middle into the hands of Freddie Stewart now. But the referee's going to call them back here. And I think it's another penalty to Scotland. Great work from Duan van der Merwe there. Offside by England is the call. So good work again there from Scotland, just controlling the flow of this game at the moment, as they are trying to keep England out from scoring. England has looked dangerous at times already, but well done so far. 9 votes, Scotland 56%, England 44%. That kick's not going to find touch. And here comes Freddie Stewart now for England. Up to halfway he goes. Bad mistake there from Scotland. Now Ben Young's out. It goes to Marcus Smith. Puts it high up into the air. Chase coming from Elliot Daly now. But beautifully picked by Finn Russell. Support play there quickly for Scotland. Ali Price now in possession of that ball. Just slowing it down just a wee little bit. Now Gilchrist tackled back there. Sets it up again for Scotland. Now Ali Price might want to go with a box kick over the top here. Just taking his time with it as well. As Jamie Ritchie. Yeah, there comes the box kick now. And a chase coming from Scotland. Beautifully picked there by Henry Slade for England on the 10-meter line. Now Ben Youngs gets it out to Carl Sinclair. Beautiful pass. Out it goes to Ellis Genge. Now Ben Youngs gets it out to Lutlam. Lutlam to Ezekwe now. Freddie Stewart. Max Mullins with a little dab through. That's going to be too far. And just put down by Stuart Hawke over the try line. And we will have a 22-meter dropout. Or will it be a goal line dropout? Yeah, it's a goal line dropout here for Scotland. Sharkbrain says England will get their rhythm. Still a long game ahead. That's true as well. 13 minutes to go in this first half. And Scotland lead by 7 points to 3. Stuart Hawke with a restart, deciding to go high and short. And into the hands of Elliot Daly for England, just outside of the 22 now. Ben Young's waiting for it, gets it out to Tom Curry. He's going to straighten the line. Good tackle there from Ferguson on him now. Marcus Smith with a little dab through. That's a beautiful little kick. Finding touch 5 meters out from the Scottish try line. And Marcus Smith just putting England on the front foot now. 12 minutes to go in this first half. That is a brilliant kick. And it puts the pressure right back on Scotland. 5 meters out from their own try line. George Turner will have to throw this ball in now. Opportunity for them to clear their lines. But England will see this as an opportunity to take the lead in this game. Long overthrow, beautifully picked there by Ferguson. And he stands his man as well. So looks like Scotland has got this out to Finn Russell. Gets the pass out to Stuart Hawke, who's going to kick this downfield. Straight down the middle, not finding touch. A little bit of a mix-up there from Freddie Stewart. But Joe Martian has collected it, gets the pass out. Now it's Luke Cowan-Dickey on the 10-meter line, making some good ground. Lost the ball backwards. Now Itoje gets it back. Carl Sinclair back to Sam Simmons. Good tackle from George Turner. And Ferguson quickly over that ball, but penalty advantage now to England. Now it's taken forward by Ezekwe. Now Ben Youngs throws a little dummy. Goes himself. Beautiful little gap here from him up to the 22-meter line. Gets the offload to Ezekwe. Now there's still a chance here for England. Quick ball, Ben Youngs. Now Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith with a cross kick for Henry Slade. It's going to go over the top and into touch. Will we see England come back for a penalty, or is that enough advantage? Just too far there. But Ben O'Keefe is coming back for that penalty to England. Again, a very kickable kick now for them. Sharkbrand says, easy on the Coke Guru, still 20 minutes to half time. Yeah, I know. We'll see how it goes. Penalty to England on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field here. So a chance for England to get 3 points back here. Surely they must go for goal, because these kind of games are always tightly contested. Well, they've opted not to go for goal, as Marcus Smith puts it into touch about 15 meters out from the Scottish try line. And it does look like it's raining there at Murrayfield. So, yeah, again, we are at the wrong stadium, guys. But mind you, I didn't have time to change the stadium. Right, a chance now for England. Now, 10 minutes to go in this first half. And about 10 meters out from the try line. Luke Cowan-Dickie with the throw into this line out. He is going to find Maro Itoje at the front. Maul has been formed by England now. And here comes that driving maul that has been so prominent for this England side. But it looks like Scotland has done well to disrupt it. No, they haven't. Here comes England Brigade now, driving their way forward. Now it stops again 5 meters out from the try line. Have Scotland got this under control? No, they don't. But England are over the try line and they're held up. Brilliant defense from Scotland. And it's going to be a goal line dropout here for Scotland. Well. How about the defense from Scotland there to avoid that from happening? It should have been an England try. Over the try line they went. But Luke Cowan-Dickie held up over the try line. Beautiful work from Darcy Graham, Finn Russell, and Chris Harris. And with 8 minutes to go to half time, Scotland are surviving. Stuart Hawke with another high kickoff, this time collected by Ezekiel right on the 22-meter line. Ben Young's now waiting for it. Gets it out to Tom Curry. Tom Curry tries to set it up nicely for England now. Ben Youngs to Carl Sinclair, puts his head down as well. Still on the 22-meter line in the middle of the field here. Great counter-ruck from Scotland. Do they get this ball? No, they don't. It's Ben Youngs again, penalty advantage. Now it's Henry Slade. Out it goes to Elliot Daly, who cuts back inside Henry Slade again. Henry Slade caught on the 22-meter line here. Now Ben Youngs. Out it goes to Carl Sinclair. Carl Sinclair sets it up for England. Oh, that ball comes back to Scotland's side, but it's hands in the ruck there. And it's now a chance right in front on the 22-meter line for Marcus Smith now to maybe take the 3 points here. Rian Slubbert says England should have taken a potential 3 points. So I think they will take it on this occasion. It's right in front in the middle of the field on the 22-meter line. And Marcus Smith has signaled that he will have a shot at goal here. And with 7 minutes to go in this first half, it's the right option to take, as England are now slowly starting to get back into this one. 7 points to 3 could become 7 points to 6 now, as Marcus Smith right in front shouldn't be a problem as he lines this one up for England. Great youngster is Marcus Smith, as the distance is 22 meters right in front. Shouldn't be a problem at all. His first kick was a little bit wobbly, but he did get it. And this one beautifully struck. 7 points to 6 it is, with 6 minutes to go in this first half. As expected, it is a very close game at the moment. Johannes Payne says Coke is okay so long you don't mix it with Pepsi. Yeah, that's right. Right, so 34 minutes gone in this one. And Scotland have a slender 1 point lead in this game. Here we go, the kickoff taken by Lutlam for England now. Inside his 22. Ben Young's controlling at the back here. Good counter ruck here from Scotland, trying to disrupt him. But Ben Youngs will have the kick over the top. And he's not going to find touch into the hands of Stuart Hawke now. Gets it out to Ferguson, who takes it up to halfway for him. Will they get quick ball now? Ali Price waiting for it. Change of direction from him. Gets the pass away to Jamie Ritchie on halfway. Sam Simmons quickly over that ball. Have you won it? No, you haven't. So Ali Price waiting for it. Now gets it out to Gilchrist. Good tackle in on him from Tom Curry. Now Price again. Gets it out to Finn Russell. Goes high up into the air. Chase coming now from Scotland. And great take there from Max Mullins. Caught on the 10-meter line inside England's half. Now Ben Youngs with the kick downfield. Chasing back after it. Beautifully was Stuart Hawke. Now he puts in a little kick straight down the middle of the field. The bounce of the ball is kind to Freddie Stewart. And he's got enough time to kick this downfield and finds touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of England. So Scotland winning that kicking battle on that occasion. Great work from Scotland with the kicking game. It is pouring down at the moment there, so it's very slippery. A tight game is needed now. 4 minutes to go in this first half, and it's a slender lead for Scotland by 7-6. George Turner with the throw into this line-out. Out to the back it goes, beautifully taken by Johnny Gray. Now it's Ali Price out to Duan van der Merwe, nearly into a half cap there. Penalty goes against Duan van der Merwe. He was held in the tackle and stood up again. And Ben O'Keefe gives the penalty to England. Great work there from England's defence. Bad mistake from Duan. 3 minutes to go in this first half, as it's going to be Henry Slate to kick this one downfield. Gets a good kick away and finds touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of Scotland. And England have one last chance here before half-time. Well, he could have always argued that he was on his feet or not held in the tackle, but then he went on to hold on to the ball anyway. So it would have been a penalty either way. Right, Luke Cowan-Dickey with a throw into this lineup between the 10 and the 22 inside Scotland's half. A good chance for England to take back the lead just before half-time. Throw into the back to Maro Doge. Beautifully taken by him. Now Tom Curry gets it out to Sam Simmons. He's going to charge his way up to the 22-meter line now. A penalty goes against England. Diving off their feet is the call from the referee. And another opportunity goes a-begging for England. Great stuff from Scotland there. Sharkbrand says Scotland has zero discipline. Well, doesn't look like England have either, as that kick is going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside England's half now. And suddenly it's Scotland with the opportunity with 2 minutes to go in this first half to get some more points on the board. Very tightly contested game. What will you see happen here? 66% possession and 76% territory going the way of England. So dominating this first half on the field, but not on the scoreboard. Here comes Scotland now with a driving maul. Have they been disrupted by England? Now it goes to ground. Will they be able to get this ball out? Yes, they will. Is Scotland as Sander Ferguson takes it up to the 10-meter line here for Scotland. George Turner pick and go, supported by Gilchrist. Now it's Ali Price out to Sam Johnson. Now Finn Russell off the back. There's an overlap here for Scotland. Stuart Hawke is taking it up, straightening the line. Now Price again. Gets it out to Johnny Gray. He gets a good pass away. Now sets it up again. Now Finn Russell again. Flat pass out to Gilchrist. Not making ground at all. And a penalty advantage goes the way of Scotland. Hands in the ruck from Maro Doge. And a little chip kick over the top from Finn Russell into the hands of Freddie Stewart. And it does look like Scotland will have a chance to increase the lead to 10 points to 6 on a stroke of halftime here as Finn Russell and Ellis Jenge exchanging a couple of words there. Can just imagine what the baby rhino had to say there. Right, so there shouldn't be any time left after this kick as Stuart Hawke have signaled that Finn Russell will have a shot at goal. So no time left on the clock. It's going to be a chance for Scotland to go into a 10 points to 6 lead at halftime. And like Rian Slowett says, important points now for Scotland. Yeah, it is going to be very important. So right in front in the middle of the field on the 10-meter line. So a straightforward kick here for Finn Russell, really, as he tries to increase the lead here for Scotland. A 69% predicted kick success according to the stats here. And he lines it up. That's a straightforward kick. It's going to go over, and Scotland will lead at halftime by 10 points to 6 here. And a well-deserved lead for them as they scored the only try of the first half through a try by replacement scrum half Ben White, who was on the field for a head assessment test for Ali Price. Sharkbrain says Mario Itoje is not the prodigy's son. So at halftime, it's 10 points to 6. I'm going to take a quick break. But when I do come back, we will be doing the second half, guys. So don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half here between Scotland and England. And Scotland are in the lead at the moment by 4 points. But I must admit that England has dominated the play on the field, but their discipline has let them down at vital times in this game. And for that reason, I think Scotland will pull it through. I think they've got the momentum now of leading at halftime. They've got the home crowd behind them, and it should be another famous victory for Scotland over England. So, yeah, I hope I don't swallow my words a little bit later on, but it does look like Scotland do have the game breakers in this game to settle the score here and retain the Calcutta Cup again this year. So, we know that England don't have a good track record. If they do lose to Scotland, then they do derail throughout the tournament. So it should be interesting to see what happens in the second half. I do have the poll up on the channel as well, 27 votes. Who will win this game? Scotland leading by 67% to the 30% of England at the moment. And then 4%'s got a draw on the cards as well. So, yeah, I did predict in my match preview that Scotland to scrape it by 2 to 5 points. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Rian Slubbert says, don't jinx it, Guru. So we'll try our best not to jinx it, Rian. I just think that at this stage, Scotland can pull it through. But you never know with England. Eddie Jones are a very clever coach. Gregor Townsend, on the other hand, has done brilliantly with Scotland as well. So this one could go either way. It's a 4-point game. Like I say, England has dominated the first half through possession and territory, but their discipline have let them down tremendously. Albert, the Scotland win, then it's between France and Ireland to win the Six Nations. Now, although I agree with you, Albert, I've got Ireland to probably win it because of consistency, but France are the underdogs in that regard when they are actually the favorites to win the tournament, but their inconsistency will probably let them down in an important game against maybe England or even Scotland, who knows. But I do fancy if Scotland wins this game, don't be surprised if Scotland win this tournament. This will be a massive feat for Scotland if they can do this and pull this off. But everybody's thinking France and Ireland. I'm saying watch out, Scotland. Scotland could still cause for a major upset in this tournament. But they first have to get past this game against England. Like I say, they have been dominated by England in almost every facet of the game. It's just the discipline that's not working out so nicely for England at the moment. So if they can pull that together, then we could see England actually get ahead in the second half. But yeah, it's too tight to call. Both teams have looked good with possession in hand. Obviously, Scotland getting the only try of this game so far. So I'm not writing off anything yet for England as well, and in Scotland as well, doing a great job. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're just waiting on the second half to start. They are taking quite their time to get back onto the field for this second half. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, who you think is going to win this game. Obviously, I do have the poll up as well. But if you guys want to be mentioned in this feat as well, Rian Slavitt says, I think this season will be Scotland's best shot at the title. Agreed. Yeah, I think also if Scotland can win this one, then it will be their best chance to go all the way and win this tournament. I don't think they've won the Six Nations before. I know that they've won the last 5 nations that was played way back, but they haven't been able to do it in the Six Nations. So this will be history in the making for them if they can pull it off. I know it's the first game of the season, and I know the tournament is very long. Wales can still come back and win it, but after that display against Ireland, I don't think that's going to be the case anyway. Johannes says, if Scotland win today, Scotland 4-5 national. So, yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see how this one ends up. As like I say, I've been saying this a lot of times throughout this halftime period, but England have looked the better of the two teams on attack, and they have got the go forward ball. I think Scotland has been very lucky at times as well not to concede a try. So England will keep pushing the way they have in that first half. They might just end up winning this game. England isn't third in the world for nothing. So yeah, let's see how things turn out for them. But it will be a major setback for Eddie Jones if England do lose this game today. Well, I don't know how long this half times are in the Six Nations, but clearly a lot longer than the URC or anything else, because they are taking their time quite heavily to restart the second half. Could have taken a longer break, it seems. So 30 votes, 63% going to Scotland at the moment, 35% going to England, and then 3% going for the draw, as Albert brings up a subject that will be echoing in the England newspapers if they lose this one. Eddie Jones' contract might end soon if they don't do well this year. Definitely. Leon McLaren says, Flower Scotland, when will we see you likes again? Who fought and died for a wee bit. Hill and Glen stood against his proud Edward's army and sent homewards to think again. That is the national anthem of Scotland, and what a beautiful anthem it is. And it's probably one of the best anthems that is around on the rugby scene at the moment, if not the best. But yeah, guys, just waiting on that second half to start again. It's been a really good game. It is raining there at Murrayfield, so it's very wet and damp, and it should be a very close encounter. I don't see the score being very high, as the last two results would suggest an 11 points to 6 victory last time out for Scotland. The year before, I think England won it by 13 points to 6. So this one definitely seems to be another low-scoring game that's going to come up between these two sides. Rian Slubbert says, any team with an injury list like England will struggle, which is true as well. I mean, England not available with their best team available. But then again, I don't know if Owen Farrell would have made a big difference. I know the likes of the I can't remember the guy's name, the flanker England as well, out injured at the moment. So that's a big setback for them as well. Who else is there that's injured at the moment? So there's not too many injuries. There's an injury to Johnny Hill as well, I know. And then I think Luke Cowan-Dickie is anyway better than Jamie George. So, and he is on the bench. So not so many injuries, unless you can correct me on that one, Riyad Slubbert, and give me a full list of the injured players that could have made a difference to this England pack. Right. Not sure how long these halftime intervals are, but we're still waiting on the second half to start. So Ireland beating Wales 29 points to 7, and now currently Scotland is leading England by 10 points to 6. Next weekend, we've got Wales versus Scotland, France versus Ireland, and then the Sunday game between Italy and France. Well, France tomorrow. Albert says it's only 4 points. Exciting 40 minutes to come. Hit the like button, boys. Yeah, so got 28 people watching. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We've got 13 likes so far, so let's keep it going. Right, so the players are now back onto the field at long last, and we should be in for a thrilling encounter here in the second half. 10 points to 6. Scotland leading England. Murrayfield. And it will be Scotland to start the second half for us. Finn Russell with the ball in hand. Right, exciting 40 minutes to come here at Murrayfield, packed stadium, And everybody in here wants surely for Scotland to win. So Ben O'Keefe will get the second half underway just shortly as Finn Russell checks the wind direction for one last time. Right, here we go for the second half, guys. Good luck to both teams. It is Calcutta Cup, part of the Six Nations. Ludlam takes it in, tackled by Darcy Graham and Zander Fagerson. 5 meters outside of the 22 is Ben Young's waiting for this ball to come back. Just taking his time. Now goes to the box kick over the top. Nearly charged down by George Turner. Now into the hands of Stuart Hawke. Gets it out to Fagerson on the 10-meter line inside Scotland's half now. Ali Price in possession. Gets it out to Jamie Ritchie. Still just setting it up on the 10-meter line is Scotland now. Ali Price waiting at the back of this ruck for the ball to come out. Goes for the box kick over the top. And now the chase is coming from Hamish Watson. Makes a really good tackle on Stewart on a halfway line. Now Ben Youngs gets it out again. Now Sam Simmons takes it up just over halfway. Marcus Smith now loops around with Henry Slate. Now it's Max Mullins. Max Mullins spins out of the first tackle, but Chris Harris got him covered. Now comes back for Ben Youngs at the breakdown. Ruck has been formed. He's going to go with the box kick over the top, surely. Just slowing it down a bit now with the box kick over the top. And chasing after it is Stuart Hawke. Collects it beautifully for Scotland. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Scotland's half. Ali Price now waiting for it again. And it's just a seesaw battle at the moment. As Ali Price goes for the box kick over the top. Duan van der Merwe will try and chase this down. Oh, it's been knocked on by Freddie Stewart. And now George Turner with a charge. But Itoje rips the ball. So we're coming back for the knock-on from Freddie Stewart. Right on the 10-meter line of England. And that is a victory to Scotland for the high up and unders. Let's just remove this halftime sign. Right, so 10 points to 6 it is. 2 minutes into the second half. And it's a scrum down to Scotland on the 10-meter line of England. About 15 or 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline here for Scotland. Plenty of width on the outside if they would like to move it around. I think they would bash it up with a movement maybe from Duan van der Merwe, or they could even decide to go the blind side as Finn Russell is standing right behind the scrum at the moment. Right, Ali Price, scrum goes down and it will be a reset scrum again now. 3 minutes into the second half, and the first real mistake of the second half came from Freddie Stewart as he knocked the ball on. Can Scotland hold on for another famous victory here today? Sets up another scrum here as the first one went down. And Scotland looking to go either blindside here as Finn Russell is standing right behind the scrum. Which way will they go? Will they play inside pass to Duan van der Merwe, or will they go to blind side? Pick up maybe by the 8. Quick free kick now to Scotland as they go on a charge. Duan van der Merwe bashes it up to the 10-meter line now. Ali Price, back it comes to Finn Russell with a kick downfield, and that's going to go into touch right on the 22-meter line. This time Freddie Stewart leaving that ball, and it's going to be an England line out right on the 22 of England. Just controlling this game at the moment is Scotland here in the opening 4 minutes of the second half. Just doing what is required at the moment from them. As Luke Cowan-Dickie will throw this ball in for England. Good little nudge from Finn Russell there. Line out taken by Izikwe. Moore's not going anywhere for England now. Off the back it comes Luke Cowan-Dickie. Just over the 22, allowing him to get over there. Ben Youngs with a box kick over the top now. And Darcy Graham in possession. He's going to try and run this now. Twinkle toes from him. And a penalty goes the way of England. It is obstruction. Darcy Graham running into one of his own players, preventing the tackle. So Yeah, penalty to England, and a little bit lucky with that one, as Darcy Graham runs into Gilchrist. Wouldn't really say he's prevented the tackle, but rules are rules either way. Boss says, "Come Scotland the Brave, you can do it all day." Right, so the kick downfield here from England, finding touch right on the 22-meter line. Right, so here we come with the throw in now to this line out. Luke Cowan Dickey to throw this one in for England. 40 votes. Scotland with 62% of the votes so far. The throw in from England, was it straight or not? Let's see what the call from the referee is. They are going to get the throw in again. Ben O'Keefe not happy with the way that one went. Right, so what will England do from here? This is going to be an important passage of play for them, as Luke Cowan-Dickey goes to throw it in once more for them. We've had 6 minutes in the second half, now taken by England, and the maul has been set up by them. Can Scotland prevent them from going forward? It's not really going anywhere at the moment for England, and really well done from Scotland to prevent them from driving again, but it's an advantage, it seems, to England here. Let's see what's going to happen with this one as they start to move forward now. Ben Youngs now gets it out to Henry Slate, loops around with Marcus Smith, gets the pass out to Elliot Daly. Pick and go from Ben Youngs. Now there's a bit of space opening. Henry Slate now just 7 meters out from the try line. Another penalty advantage coming. Ben Youngs gets it out to Freddie Stewart now. Freddie Stewart is going to straighten the line. Still about 7 meters out, right in the middle of the field. Here comes Carl Sinclair, gets the pass out. Beautiful hands to Luke Cowan-Dickey. Now Ben Youngs again gets the pass out. England running in straight lines, but a little knock on from him. So the referee calling them back for the penalty, and they probably could decrease the lead of Scotland to just a single point. Yeah, they are going to go for goal, and this being right in front should be a 3-pointer for them. Musa Boss asking who the ref is today. So it is Ben O'Keefe from New Zealand who is the referee. He's a decent referee. Right, so 10 points to 6 at the moment, and it could be decreased to just a single point as the kick is right in front. 7.5 minutes gone, and Marcus Smith will just line this one up for them. Should be a really easy one for him. 9 meters out, right in front. He can do that in his sleep. But he is taking his time with it, not wanting to make a mistake. It goes over, and it's 10 points to 9 here at the moment between the two sides. Still just 8 minutes gone in the second half, and England strikes first with Eddie Jones looking very tensed at the moment. Right, the restart from Finn Russell into the hands of Lutlam. Runs it up to the 22-meter line, just setting it up nicely for England. As Ben Youngs collected at the back of the ruck here, just waiting patiently. He is going to go with the box kick over the top and looking for touch here as it goes into touch. Round about between the 10 and the 22, so not the greatest of kicks from him. Right, so throw-in coming now for Scotland. Just a point difference between the two sides at the moment. 40 votes, guys. Remember to vote. 62% going the way of Scotland for this one. Line-out throw-in taken by Johnny Gray this time, and the maul now formed by them, but Turnett comes off the back into the hands of Russell. Steps past one defender. Good defense initially there from England. Now it comes back again for them. Just sets up the ruck on the 10-meter line now. Ollie Price out to Hamish Watson. Hamish Watson takes 2 defenders with him now. Price again. Finn Russell back on the inside to Darcy Graham. Nearly cuts through the gap there, but great defense. Now it's Sam Johnson tackled back there, and Scotland still in possession. Now it's Jamie Ritchie. Just putting his head down now. Ali Price back to Finn Russell. Under pressure and tries to kick it away. But it's been charged down by England and into touch it goes. So it will be a line out to Scotland. Roundabout on a 10-meter line inside their own half. So Finn Russell lucky to get away with that one. 10 minutes into the second half. Gordon McIntyre says, come on, Scots. Eric Davison says, all I can hear is Young's one-man team. Well, he's controlling the game at the moment. It's worked through the forwards, and then he just kicks it out the whole time. Or it goes for the box kick over the top, Eric. So, yeah, Ben Young's definitely generating the play for England at the moment. Taken by Johnny Gray now. Now the maul has been set up again by Scotland, trying to make a bit of headway through the middle here, doing well. Carl Sinclair needs to get out of there. And still going forward is Scotland. Good driving maul from them. Now it comes to a standstill. They will have to get this ball out now. Or still going forward now. Now it goes down and it's going to be an England scrum as that ball can't be cleared. And scrum down to England. Roundabout on halfway here. As you can see, Piers Skuman and Vierpianel warming up along with Stuart McInally. So a whole front row replacement coming on for Scotland now. Yep, here they come. So two South Africans onto the field, making it 3 altogether in this lineup for them. And Stuart McInally also onto the field for them. Rory Sutherland had a really good game, but now it's time for Piers Skuman and Vierpianel. Good work still in a very tightly contested game. Sharkbrain says Marcus Smith is terribly quiet. Well, he hasn't had plenty of possession. Like I say, Ben Young's basically controlling this game at the moment for England. Bash it up through the forwards. He goes for the box kick over the top, and he's just generating the play for them at the moment. And in saying that, it is Ben Young's to feed this ball to the scrum for England. Just 5 meters inside the half of Scotland. 10 points to 9 it is. As England will look to take the lead in this game. Big scrum coming up for Scotland. Fresh legs on the field. Did they play their cards too early? Free kick here to England. And it looks like they are going to settle for another. Oh, well. In fact, it's now a penalty. I don't know if somebody said something about that and the referee turned it into a long arm penalty. And it now will, I think, go for goal here. Yeah, Stuart McInally had something to say to the referee, but well, they're not going to go for goal. They're going to go for touch again. And they set up the line out right on the 22-meter line. Poor discipline from Scotland there. Luke Cowan-Dickie to throw this ball into the line out for England now. 9 penalties conceded by Scotland, 6 by England. And now the driving maul coming from England. Right on the 22-meter line. Still working their way forward as England now through this driving maul, making good headway now. Definitely putting the pressure on Scotland. And that maul is still pretty much formed here. As it now starts to move forward again, about 10 meters out from the try line. Definitely a penalty advantage coming now. Youngs goes quickly, gets the pass out to Marcus Smith. Just going to go over for the try. Came in at pace and caught the Scottish defence on the back foot. That is try time to England. 14 points to 10 now. And if this is going to continue the way it is, then England will be too good for them. 14 points to 10 it is. And Marcus Smith gets the try, which now means that he scored all England's points of this game so far. All 14 points belonging to Marcus Smith at the moment. For a guy that's quiet, still seems to get all the points on the board. Ben Youngs just took the little snipe, and the timing of the pass into the cap for Marcus Smith was brilliant. And England now leading by 14 points to 10. As They only take the lead for the second time in this game after they led 3-0 at a stage. So, yeah, England 14, Scotland 10 with a conversion to come. Can Scotland find their way back into this game? It's a big question whether they can, because England has dominated this play quite tremendously up until now. Right, Marcus Smith with the conversion attempt now from the side, trying to convert his own try. And this could put England into a 6-point lead here going into the last 25 minutes of the game. That is a good strike from him, but it's just gone to the left of the post. So it's a 4-point game at the moment and still anybody's game. Still anybody's game at the moment as it's a 4-point game. But will there be any more points in this game as the last two results, an 11-6 and 13-6 was the previous results. 14-10 it is now. Taken by Joe Martian from the kickoff inside his 22 now. Young's waiting at the back, gets it out to Lutlam again. Just setting it up nicely now. Waiting for the ball to come out. Ben Youngs will go with a box kick over the top from here. And looking for touch again. And he's going to find it on halfway as Stuart Hawke leaves it behind. And it will be a throw into the Scottish on the halfway line here. Nervous moments. 24 minutes left in this game. And it could still go anyway at the moment. It's a 4-point game. Will we see another try in this game? That's the big question. Line out taken beautifully by Scotland. Now Hamish Watson off the back. Ali Price gets it out to Stuart Hawke. The pass left in behind. Darcy Graham have to recover. And now looking to find a bit of space. Twinkle does straight through the middle. He's up over the halfway line. But he needs support desperately. And he will get it. Ali Price now. Finn Russell. Here comes Ferguson now up to the 10-meter line. Now Ali Price gets it out to Finn Russell again. There's a one-man overlap, but Stuart Hawke is going to try to straighten the line. Right on the 10-meter line now. Ali Price back to Piers Skuman. Gets the pass out. Finn Russell out the back door to Jamie Ritchie. Jamie Ritchie having a crack now between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Now comes back Hamish Watson back inside to Gilchrist. Support play there from Pianell. Now Ali Price out. It goes to Finn Russell again. Out to Johnny Gray now. Now it's Ali Price again. Finn Russell. Now a chance here. Overlap to Stuart McAnally. Straightens the line. Now it's Ali Price again. Piers Skuman. Good tackle on him from Luca and Dickey. Now the loop pass out to Gilchrist. Picked up beautifully there by Sam Johnson, who's been really quiet today. Now Ali Price again waiting for it. Gets it back to Piers Skuman. Skuman beats one defender, takes another two with him. Now Price again was just delaying that pass, and it's been stolen by England now, and a kick downfield from Henry Slate. Looking for distance. The bounce of the ball. Oh, Stuart Hawke has kept it in, and it's Max Mullins who tried to get there. But Stuart Hawke has managed to recover this for Scotland. Very, very lucky to get away with that one. 10 meters from their own try line. Piers Skuman at scrum off gets it out to Stuart McAnally. Now it's scrum off Ali Price waiting for it to come out. And it was a really nip and tuck here for Scotland as Ali Price goes with a box kick over the top. And he is going to find touch right between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Stuart Hawke just have this ability to either screw the game up or win it for Scotland. And on that occasion, nearly cost the try there as Max Mullins was scorching after that ball. But somehow Stuart McAnally managed to Stuart Hawke managed to recover it. Who will forget the last time Scotland lost in that rainy day in Murrayfield when he couldn't dot the ball down over the zone try line. So, here comes England now. Maro Itoje sets them all up for England. Luke Cowan Dickey controlling at the back of this maul for England now. but it's not really going anywhere at the moment. Piers Skuman doing a good job to disrupt this. Now Luke Cowan-Dickey goes off, makes a couple of meters, just short of the 22. Great defensive tackle from Ollie Price, and it's been turned over by Scotland again. Now Johnny Gray out to Ollie Price, and he's tackled into touch. It looks like a little knock on as well. So 4 points the difference here with about 20 minutes to go. And it's going to be a line out to England, 5 meters inside their own half. Great work from Scotland to get go forward ball and make the meters. Very exciting game so far. Shark Brain says Springboks made it look easy to beat Scotland at Murrayfield, and it wasn't quite the case. Shark Brain says, Scotland is under pressure when a prop has to play scrum off. Right, so Rian Slubbert says, come on, Scotland, really tight game at the moment. Jamie Ritchie has stayed down, so we will have a stoppage in play now as we now into the last quarter of this game, as we see Jamie Ritchie being replaced by Magnus Bradbury. So Jamie Ritchie will have no further part in this game. Still 20 minutes to go. It's a 4-point game at the moment between the two sides, and it could really just go any way at the moment. Barry asking, is this your last game for the weekend? So I'm just want to check the load shedding schedule, Barry, for tomorrow, and we might be doing the France versus Italy game as well, depending on what time we've got load shedding this side. Paul Milan says Scotland can do this. So, yeah, still anybody's game at the moment. Right, sorry about that, guys. So we're still waiting on Jamie Ritchie as he's been carried off the field at the moment. But yeah, it doesn't look like he's in any threat at the moment. He is sitting up straight in the van. So we will be continuing this game right about now. Marty Lawless says not looking good for Scotland at the moment. Sam Johnson also leaves the field. And on comes Sione Tuipulotu for them. Right, so we are going to head back into this game now with 20 minutes to go in this one. It's England 14, Scotland 10 at the moment. Restart this. Luke Cowan-Dickey will throw this in, finds Izikwe. And now it's been a maul has been formed by England again now, as they start to work forward. Oh, big counter from Scotland, as England will now have to receive this ball on a halfway line. Carl Sinclair sets it up for them. Pick up and go from Mario Itoje, makes another 5 meters. Now Youngs goes to the box kick over the top, and a wobbly little kick there collected by England again now. And England just waiting. Ben Youngs out to Carl Sinclair again now. Right between the 10 and the 22. Well, taken Marcus Smith now. It's back to Elliot Daly. Nobody really wanted it. Carl Sinclair picks it up. They've lost plenty of ground as England back on the 10-meter line. Now Youngs goes for another box kick over the top, but it's a little bit too far. But Duan van der Merwe has knocked it backwards, says the referee, and play on. And here goes Duan van der Merwe all the way up to the 10-meter line. I don't think that was not a knock-on, but either way, the Scottish have dived off their feet, and it's going to be a penalty to England. between the 10 and the halfway line. I think Tuan was lucky anyway not to be called for the knock on there. Sharpbrain says it's a 4-point ball game. This can still go either way. Right, so with 19 minutes to go in this game, England now attacking again. And Marcus Smith has made a terrible mistake not kicking that ball out. And Stuart Hawker is going to send it back with interest for them. Now into the hands of Marcus Smith on the 10-meter line inside his own half. Goes for the eye, kick up into the air. Chase coming from Freddie Stewart. Oh, it's Finn Russell who gets it and knocks it backwards for Ali Price now. It is Bradbury driven back in a tackle, but Scotland do have possession on the 22, but a big counter ruck from England, and Ludlam has got it for England now. They could wrap this up now. Ben Youngs with a little kick over the top, and well collected by Ferguson, but we're coming back for a penalty to England again. Offside by Scotland, and this one with a chance now right in front for Marcus Smith to make it a 7-point game here between the two sides. A 7-point game in the Six Nations with dreadful weather like this, then it's going to be a hard, long wait back into this game. No, it's just a converted try, but to get a try in this game, you have to do something extraordinary. Like we've seen, one try apiece so far from the two sides, as Marcus Smith will line up this kick right in front and should put England into the lead by 7 points. 62 votes. Who will win this game? Scotland still with 53% and England with 44%. Sharpbrain asking how many penalties have Scotland given away today? Plenty, especially here in the second half. It's been all England at the moment. Eric Davison says, our men dead on their feet as Young's anyone to pass to. Doesn't look like it, but he kicks a hell lot. Maybe it's the game plan, Eric. Who knows? Like with Faf Clark, used to do a lot of kicking for the South African team. Right, 17 points to 10. And it's now England in a commanding lead. It's not going to be easy to score another try. So with about 17 minutes to go, England now starts to ring on the changes as Joe Marler comes onto the field. Ford is also on the field, and we'll see who else. So there's 3 replacements that came onto the field, and I think Ludlam has also left the field, and he will be replaced as well by Alex Dombrand, I think it is. So here comes England now from inside the 22 now. Youngs will go with the kick over the top yet again, and that's been kept into touch round about between the 10 and the 22-meter line inside England's half, but it looks like it might have been taken quickly. No, it's not. Right, so McAnally now, or free kick here to Scotland. Alice Jens also off, for Joe Marler. Free kick now to Scotland here. Will Stewart on the field for Alice Jens as well. And Scotland goes for the scrum here. Right, so scrum again, and scrum for Scotland this time round, and looking to put some pressure here on England with about 15 minutes to go in this game, 16 minutes to go. Alex Dombrand on the field for England as well. Right, it's a 7-point game going into this last 16 minutes of the game. Johnny Gray also replaced for Scotland as Sam Skinner is onto the field for them as well. Scrum goes down, and we will have another reset scrum here. Right, it's a 7-point game between Scotland and England. England leading by a slender 7-point lead. Still anybody's game, but it's going to be very difficult for them to actually get this one. Eric Davison says Smith and Russell have been cancelled out. Yeah, no opportunity whatsoever for the 2 players today, as there's just been no opportunity. But having said that, 17 points belonging to Marcus Smith. So he scored all England's points today, is the youngster. Now Ben White at the back gets it out to Finn Russell with a little cross kick here for Duan van der Merwe, and he gets it over the 22-meter line. Still going is Duan van der Merwe, now 10 meters out from the try line. Ben White now gets it back to Finn Russell. Another cross kick coming up here for them, and the bounce of the ball slapped into touch here by England, and this could be trouble coming up for Luke Cowan-Dickie. It has been slapped into touch by the hooker, but he has seriously injured himself in the process as well, as he stays down at the moment with 14 and a half minutes to go in this game. He is looking in some serious pain, is Luke Cowan-Dickie, but they will have a look at this one. If it's the case that England has slapped that ball into touch, there might be some serious trouble here. So they are going to go upstairs. I don't think a try would have been scored, but you never know what the result of this one will be. A penalty try at this stage of the game will mean it will be 17-all going into the last 15 minutes of this game. Right, I don't have audio from my side, so let's have a look at this. Yeah, it did slap it into touch. So this could have some serious problems because Darcy Graham were on an open try line, to be quite honest. And yeah, I don't think Luke Cowan-Dickie would have stopped him either. Well, interesting call coming up now for the TMO. Would a try have been scored? Slapped into touch. Darcy Graham's eyes were on the ball, and he was clearly in a position to catch that ball. Would a try have been scored? Yes, and surely in the corner there would have been a try. So this is trouble for England. Decision time now, as Stuart Hawke is telling, well, I assume he's telling the referee, look for a potential try to have been scored there. So we'll see what the outcome will be. But Luke Cowan-Dickie in trouble. Pete Pompey says penalty try. Come on, Scotland. Should be. Yellow card to Luke Cowan-Dickie. And, well, he didn't really... Well, and it's a penalty try. So it is all level here. And what an outcome this is going to be with the last 14 minutes of this game. Incredible stuff. Penalty try to Scotland. And we are level here at Murrayfield. Brilliant stuff. Right, 17-all it is, and we've got 14 and a half minutes to go. Incredible finish to this game, as it's going to be fought to restart this game now for England. Two brilliant cross kicks, the first one to Duan and the second one to Darcy, set up that penalty try. Oh, Scotland let that ball bounce, and into touch it goes. It is going to be an England line-out. It's going to be a Scotland line-out 5 meters inside their own half. Remember, England is going to be down to 14 men for the next 10 minutes of this game. Scotland should concentrate here. 5 meters inside the 22. They do have a defensive line-out coming up for Scotland now. Stuart McInally finds Gilchrist. And a penalty coming up for Scotland as well here. Interference in the air from Maro Itoje. And Scotland wins the penalty as well. So things now going the way of Scotland at the moment. And the fans are ecstatic there at Murrayfield at the moment. Sharkbrain says, "Ach no, please, we don't want to draw." And then Paul Milan says, "Lekker Scotland." Rian Slavitt says, "What a game so far." Mustafa says, "Brilliant Scotland, the brave. Let's take these guys." So we'll see where this one is going out. Sharkbrain says Maro Itoje is a penalty machine, which is true. Right. Line out right on halfway now for Stuart McInally. He is going to throw it out to Gilchrist again. Maul has been formed by Scotland now. They'll be looking to set up another penalty opportunity as that driving ball goes really good for them. making good ground is Scotland at the moment, but England's discipline holding that time. Now Finn Russell with a kick downfield, looking for space. That is a brilliant kick from him, finding touch 10 meters out from England's try line. What a beautiful kick from him. And the momentum now swung to Scotland. The timing of this momentum swing is incredible for them as the ball rolls out 10 meters out from the England try line. A defensive line out coming up for England now. And let's hope Scotland's defense can hold and maybe see them through here. Right, throw-in coming for England now. As it looks like it's going to be Ben Youngs again to do the throw-in to this lineup. Let's see. Now, it is in fact going to be Joe Marler. So let's hope Joe Marler's skill to throw in the ball is good. Right, here we go. Joe Marler with a throw-in. Finds Freddie Stewart in the front. Oh, but England has been driven into touch here. And it's going to be a line-out to Scotland 10 meters out. Wow. Everything is going the way of Scotland at the moment. In fact, it's a free kick now to Scotland, and surely they will go for the scrum here. Yep, they have decided to go for a scrum, and this is 5 meters out from the England try line. Musabas says, Maro Itoji is like the Dupria twins, yellow cards whole day. And I guess that England will have to make a sub now. And with the score being 70-0, Jamie George now comes onto the field at whose cost? Let's see who goes off for England. Surely it won't be Tom Curry. Or will it? No, it's Sam Simmons who have to go off. So they lose Sam Simmons for the next, about 8 or 7 minutes to come. And this is a big one. Jamie George on the field, but they lose Sam Simmons. They lose agility there. Marty Lawless says England throw the game away. Rian Slubbert says have to score now. Right, scrum down for Scotland. And great opportunity to win this game now for them. Surely they must try and dominate the scrum. One man more in the scrum at the moment. And they're going to try and put it up. Here comes the scrum has gone up. Reset scrum coming up now. So a big scrum from England on that occasion. And you wouldn't want to give them another sniff. Scotland will have to finish this game off now. If they want to win this, this is where they do it. If they're going to give England another sniff here, then England is going to win this game. Sharkbrain says, look how England play without Farrell. Mutabar says, any day England lose, it's a great day, a day that must be celebrated. Right, here comes the scrum again, and this time it's a penalty to Scotland. Are they going to take the 3 points? This could be the winning 3 points for them if they play it wisely. Surely they can't go for another scrum. It's a penalty to Scotland. What do they do? This will come back to haunt them if they don't take the 3 points. But if they do take the 3 points and England gets another opportunity, then it is what it is. So they are going to go for the 3 points here. Finn Russell to put Scotland into the lead again. This kick will put Scotland in the lead with about 8 minutes to go after this kick. And it could go anyway. Let's see first if Finn Russell can put this one over. It's about 20 meters infield from the right-hand touchline. Barry said they should have gone for touch. Let's try for the penalty try again. Right, so here's lining up the kick. Can he get this very, very important kick? It's gone over. Just, but it's over. And we've got 8 minutes to go in this game. Nearly thought that was going to hit the uprights. Nearly thought it was going to hit the upright there. And anyway, it is now the lead back to Scotland. And that kickoff, oh, it's been touched by Ferguson and went into touch as it is going to be, let's just see, was there a touch from England first? No, it has gone into touch and it's going to be England put in. Well, you could argue and say Joe Martian might have knocked that ball on first. But no, it's going to be play on here. No, it's not. It's going to be a scrum down to Scotland. So the right decision made there in the end. Rian Slavitt says important points that. Absolutely. And they nearly screwed it up by allowing that ball. They wanted it to go into touch directly. But anyway, it's going to be M. Range who says go Scotland, and Shark Brain says here comes a draw. So Scotland now with the scrum down here. Still England a man short for the next 2 minutes. Big scrum. And off the back it comes now to Tui Pelotto. He needs support though. As Scotland have secured the ball. Ben White has got it at the back of this ruck for Scotland. Important passage of play to come. It's been jots down by Maro Itoje. And here comes England now on the attack. Oh no. In fact, let's see what the call will be. Offside by England. And it's going to be a penalty to Scotland. So Mario Itoje offside there when he charts that ball down. And another vital penalty goes the way of Scotland. And now the kick downfield from Finn Russell. Finds touch just over the 10-meter line of England. Rowan asking what happened to DHL Newlands. So Newlands have been sold to a company. So there's no more Newlands, Rowan. Right, here comes the throw-in for Scotland. Maul has been formed here by Scotland now on the 10-meter line inside England's half. They have to go all out now. Stuart McAnally off the back, tackled by Tom Curry, who's injured himself in the process. Now Darcy Graham. Darcy Graham nearly cut through the half gap there. And here comes Ben White now out to Gilchrist again. Now Finn Russell out to McAnally. Now to Pelotto. Gets it out to Bradbury. He's a little bit isolated. Will they get this ball back? Yes, Scotland will get it back now. Ben White gets it off to Bradbury again. Now Finn Russell straightening the line beautifully. And now offload to Hamish Watson up to the 22-meter line. Goes Scotland now. Ben White again now to Finn Russell. Now it's Stuart Hawke who joins the line. Still about 15 meters out now. Piers Skuman. Skuman over that ball and Tom Curry nearly getting that ball now. Finn Russell back to Vierpianel. Still 15 meters away. Right in front. Penalty advantage to Scotland. Pick up and go from them. They're just 5 meters out now. Finn Russell, has he knocked it on? Yes, he has. So we come back for another penalty to Scotland. But one feels that could have settled the game. They had numbers on the outside. And just a poor pass to Finn Russell. Couldn't take it. And we are, in fact, coming back. They should, I think, go for touch here and play down the score here. Simmons returns to the field. So England are back to 15 men. And, they're going to go upstairs here for something or what? Time has been stopped on the clock here. Just see what the referee is going to look for here. As not quite sure what they are looking to look for. Jono UK says, put a blue shirt on, ref. Right, so not quite sure what they're looking at here, but it's initially a penalty to Scotland, and they're looking for potential foul play, I think. Just not sure from which side at the moment. So Nick Ezekwe is off. Charlie Ewell's on. Albert Twitter says, all over now. Well done, Scotland. It's not over yet. It's not over yet here, guys. They're going upstairs now. And we'll just see what they're looking for now. Clean out here from Hamish Watson, a neck roll on Tom Curry. And it's going to be a reverse penalty for sure. Must be a reverse penalty for sure here for England. And this is not good. This is not good. Let's just have another look at this neck roll. Here, having a look at it, Hamish Watson, the clean out, the neck roll on Tom Curry, that must be a penalty to England for sure. Right, so time has been stopped. It is probably going to be a reverse penalty now to England here. So disappointing here for Scotland. Albert says, I hear English tears. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the next room, but she's clearly not happy with that penalty to England. Right, so England has got the penalty. It's been reversed, and they kick it out between the 10 and the 22-meter line. So clearly, yeah, my daughter's not happy with that penalty going the way of England. So England now has got the ball, and here they come with a driving maul. We've got 3 minutes to go, or 3.5 minutes to go in this one, and England has been given a lifeline. Ben Youngs with the box kick over the top. They're going to try and put pressure on Scotland now. It's taken by Duan van der Merwe now. He's going to take 2 defenders with him up to the 10-meter line now. Ben White waiting for this one. Gets it out now. It's taken by Ferguson. And there's the penalty to England. Holding on the ground there by Ferguson. And a chance for England to maybe level the score. Or are they going to push for the victory now? It is a difficult kick. It's about 10 meters out from the right-hand touch line. And basically just behind the 10-meter line. So they're not going to have a shot at goal here. Yeah, Rian Slubbert says, this is a big mistake from Scotland. Discipline. Bloodhound says no. And Mr. Range says, go for the 18 is useless. Well done. Thanks, M. Range, for that one. Right, so England now, with 2 minutes on the clock, will try and win this game now. From the 22-meter line, it's Jamie George with a throw. It's been stolen by Scotland. And Ben White has collected that for Scotland now inside the 22. Great heroics from Scotland as they've secured the ball. And Hamish Watson now gets it out to the forwards, just setting it up nicely for Scotland now. Right on the 22-meter line. Remember, they can't kick it out directly as they have slapped it back into the 22. Now Ben White gets the kick down for Finn Russell. That's into the hands of Max Mullins on the 10-meter line. Runs it up to halfway. Up to the 10-meter line he goes. Pumping tackle on him now. Youngs gets it back to Jamie George now. It's now or never for England. Youngs again gets it out to Max Mullins, straightening the line. Gets it out to Maro Itoje, who just sets it up between the 10 and the 22-meter line. At that ball nearly been stolen by Scotland. They do get it back as England will Stewart. Now it's been ripped by Pierre Skuman. And whose ball is this now? It's been knocked on by Scotland. And it's going to be a last-ditch effort for England here in this game with a minute to go. There will be no time. So whatever happens in this game is going to come down to this last scrum. Can Scotland upset this England scrum? Or will England try and milk a penalty from here and level this game or try and go for the win? Yeah, Lewis Hudson says, come on, Scotland. Barry says, no, this what we wish Scotland was doing well. And in Bloodhound says, come on, Scotland. Albert says, give it for Van der Merwe. So it is going to be a scrum down to England. And time should be up on the clock anytime now. And it's all going to come down to this last scrum of the game. Harry Randall seems to like he's going to come onto the field now for England as well. But they don't want to make the subs, so Ben Youngs will feed this for them. And this is the last play of the game, guys. Big scrum. It has gone down, and we're going to have a reset scrum. So one more scrum to come. Sure. Let's see. Rian Slavitt says defense and discipline is key now. Bloodhound says, come on, Scotland, big push. Well, what a game. Thanks, Guru, says Albert. And then Shane Dolan says, love the content, fair play, mate. Thanks, Shane. And then Sharkman says, if this is a draw, I will lose my mind. Right, so more replacements as Jack Noel comes on for Joe Marchant. And like I say, no time on the clock. This will be the last scrum of the game. Sim Slayer says, defend, defend, defend. So just a scrum to go. Can England milk the penalty, or will Scotland hold on for a famous victory again? They are between the 10 and the 22 in the middle of the field here. And a big push from England. And it's gone down again. And we will have another reset scrum. Well. Incredible heart here from Scotland to try and disrupt this England scrum. England trying to milk for the penalty. Nail-biting finish to this game, says Barry. And like I say, it's between the 22 and the 10-meter line, about 20 meters infield on the right-hand side of the field. So very kickable for England if they do get the penalty from here. Can Scotland hold on? One more scrum. This is the third reset of the scrum now. No time on the clock. 20 points to 17. Scotland leading this game. Can England turn this around? Young, another reset coming on. This is becoming ridiculous now. Right, so they're moving a little bit infield again now. Looks like the grass is not holding up at the moment. This is a nail-biting finish. 3 points the difference, and it's the last scrum of the game. Nicholas Fisser says, wow, what a game. Skuman a thorn for the Roses. Absolutely. He's been brilliant in this game. Right, last scrum of the game. Fourth reset of the scrum. Right in the middle of the field between the 22 and the 10-meter line. A penalty for England could level the scores. Anything but that, and it could be a victory to Scotland. Youngs to feed the ball. Here comes the push from England. They are going to try for it, and that one goes wobbly. It's going to go down, and it's going to be another reset scrum. The fifth reset scrum coming up now. This is becoming ridiculous now. Another scrum to come, as it will be another reset scrum. Whoa. Well, referee couldn't find anything wrong with that scrum. England were going forward, but the push coming from side to side, really. And another last scrum will be coming up. We've had 5 minutes, really, onto one scrum at the moment. Who's going to walk away with the victory? Will it be Scotland? Will it be England? Or are we settling for a draw? Are we going to settle for a draw here? And here comes England now off the back. They give it out to Elliot Daly right on the 22-meter line. Darcy Graham came in from the side, surely. But it's no, the referee says it's fine. And this one is going to be won by Scotland today. Brilliant victory here for Scotland. And they They've hung on for a famous victory yet again here and retains the Calcutta Cup and basically puts England to the sword for the Six Nations. One loss, and you can write the Six Nations off already, I think. Wonderful victory here for Scotland. It looked for a second like Darcy Grant came in from the side, but the referee said it was fine, and Scotland has got it. What a game. Knew the Scots could do it. Well done, says Rian Slubbert. And that is a great, great victory for the Scottish side. And they can keep dreaming on for their first ever Six Nations trophy. This is the year, maybe, that they get to do this. Sharkbrain says, I'm happy this is not a draw. Ref doing his thing. Come on, Scotland. And Gordon McIntyre says, yippee. Albert says, well done to Scotland. England out of the Six Nations. Barry says, yes, man. And Albert says, thanks, Guru. Thank you, guys, for tuning into this game. It was a nail-biting finish with Scotland winning it by 3 points in the end. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, this is the Rugby Guru. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time round. Cheers.